Hello lovelies, how are we today? Hope everybody's having a great day. Today I just have a quick little video for you all. I was pretty much messing around and I intended only to make a very small house just really quickly just to test out my video settings, and maybe about 2 minutes into making the house I completely forgot that I was recording a video, so I ended up recording for about an hour and a half. So we come with this not such great quality but still a cute little house, and I put so much work into it, just, you know, messing around, and I figured, hey, why not? I'm gonna put it up on the gallery anyway. And so we're just gonna watch a little quick run through here of this tiny little interesting house I made. Usually I make very symmetrical houses, so this was actually quite a new and different fun little build for me, and I actually enjoy the way it turned out in the end, so much so that I'm going to be using it in a later video. I'm not going to tell you guys which one yet, but no, we see here that I'm just having fun changing my mind constantly almost, you know, with the floors and oh goodness. Okay, so I wanted to go with a different interesting roof, and I'm not very good at roofs at all. We see here I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of want some sort of diagonal, and then this is the ultimate fail here. This is where I just was like, okay, you're trying too hard, start over. And so basically I settle for, you know, a pretty regular roof, or pretty awful, whatever. I don't usually deal with the roof too much because I don't really see it in gameplay. As you can see there, I switched out the door. But here we're just doing a little bit of I have a tiny bit of lag there. But we are, you know, just putting stuff together. I like the preset rooms, and half of the time I will use them as a base, and maybe like okay, I didn't like that light overhead, so I'm gonna put in a different little light here. We can see that I, you know, had another little lag moment. I tried with some cabinets, and I don't usually use cabinets, and quickly scrapped that idea. And here I'm just toying around with the counter idea. I'm pretty sure it's functional. I haven't actually played with it in game. I didn't notice until later actually that my island counter where my little bar is going to be is actually the wrong color, until I get a little bit closer and start messing with my accessories and the, you know, clutter. There we go. I was looking for the very specific little gold tea set. Do not ask me what I was doing with that little teeny milk jug. I decided I didn't want it later. But, you know, just looking at it from all angles, that was a little dizzying. But no, and then I go to place some stools and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not even the right color. Can't believe it. So I went ahead and I changed the color, and then I finally went back on the search for the proper coffee pot tea set. There it is. And I was like, oh, maybe a little tea hanging out, but no, that wasn't going for that. So, oh, and then I found out that I forgot to put a fridge in, and it just, you know, I just kind of threw it in there. Oh, I had not used curtains for the longest time, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, fix some curtains, and I was like, oh, okay, those are okay. So I forgot which ones are what size and all that. I had very much enjoyed curtains in The Sims 3, just being able to play around with them. These ones, as you can see, I'm gonna like end up changing the window placing in general, just because those two on the other side just kept turning like a yellowish color, and I just was not happy with it. So when I put them all on one side, they ended up being white, and it was okay. And then I decided to make the bed the centerpiece. Again, I'm using a preset room, pretty much, not exactly, not using the floor or the rug or anything, but just kind of taking their style and making it my own. Oh, there I had trouble with the TV. It wouldn't turn around for me, so I just had to turn the entire table. at first I thought I wanted to put a desk in there, and then I figured, hey, I have all this unused room going on out here, so why not just build like a little teeny, you know, reading area. And then I personally have that entryway door where you come in and you can just like set your keys down, and you can you know, I decided to make this one like a homage to Grandma, maybe her old clock or something. I don't know, I give everything a story. But then I play around with some paintings. I kind of skip around, kind of ADD like, but you know, it ends up okay in the end, I guess. Yeah, decided to blow up some paintings and decided, no, we're just gonna go a different route with that. Actually, when I was first recording this, I was like thinking that, oh my gosh, it's gonna look so stupid, all my thinking, and I take too long to think, and I was trying to put in a little teeny corner sitting area, but that was not working for me, so I decided that they can just eat at the bar in the kitchen. I wanted a mantle and then a TV over the mantle. It's kind of one of my favorite things to be able to do. And then I think I decided that it was a little too off-center for me. As I said, I usually make very symmetrical houses, so I ended up, you know, getting rid of the one window and putting that one in there, and then here I just go in, filling in with all the flowers and whatnot. Thought maybe I'll fit something in that corner, but that was not happening. Oh, yep, and then, you know, entryway rugs. Those are pretty important. That chair looked a little lonely, so I decided to make a little partner set out of it. And then, you know, onto the outside. I pretty much have a lot more fun landscaping and messing with the outside a bit. I love the little paints that come with it. Usually I'm a little more detailed, but, you know, I think I was going for quick, and I wasn't trying to spend too much time on it here. You can see I was not completely happy with that, so I decided to go in and edge it up a little bit. And I think, I don't know, I like the plants and the idea of the plants, and even like making the little areas around trees and mailboxes darker is just an interesting aspect of The Sims 3 and The Sims 4, that you can do that and really bring something to life. I was not aware that I could not place the fences on the outline border. I don't know when that came in, what patch or whatever, but you know, I think for the most part it does look better. And there I started off with some symmetry and then decided, let's go through all the plants and just place what I think is pretty and just, you know, go around sporadically. Some sunflowers, I go back to those later. I actually tried personally growing sunflowers probably like last summer, and they got about 10 inches tall. Oh, here I am fiddling with the gate, realizing it's not going to work across a path. I still don't know why. I don't know if it's because of the terrain paint or what, if it actually counts as like a tile or something. But I'll play around more with that and figure it out later. But no, back to my sunflowers. I actually started them from little teeny seeds, like one of those little $1 things you get at Target. I said, oh, okay, let me go ahead and try to grow these things, and they did pretty well until I put them in the ground. And I guess my soil outside my house is not very great, and they ended up dying, and I was so sad. I'd put about a month into them and just, you know, taking care of them every day, and I had no idea what had happened to them because I'm not actually a gardener just yet, as much as I want to learn. So yeah, it's my little homage to my sunflowers. I adore them. I think they're great. Being a photographer, we actually use flowers as props. Not real flowers, but prop flowers, and I think the sunflower is one of my favorites. Oh, here I go back to the symmetry again. Just sort of, you know, keeping things in numbers or trying to spice stuff up just a little bit. But, you know, maybe not keep it too crazy symmetrical. Or patterned, rather. But, you know, I think in the end it looks pretty cool. And then I said, hey, why don't I, you know, stick something under there? And I remembered the whole boho set. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's what this whole tree is probably about, is the boho and the lanterns. And then I said, oh, well, how are they going to get there? So then I said, well, I don't want it to be the exact same paint there. And I know my quality is not that great when I move around my camera. But and I said, oh, well, they're going to want to walk to the back and whatever Sims that live here, and they're gonna want to be able to, you know, work on their little garden. And then we slow down and we look into some stuff, just a little better quality, because I actually stopped at that point and was like, oh my gosh, let me up my recording quality. I love the fact that in The Sims 3 and The Sims 4, if your graphics are high enough, that reflective surfaces really do they do it justice, and it looks amazing. We are going to have a slideshow here around at the end, just poking around, showing you guys stuff. I do like flower beds. Are one of my favorite things in the game, even though we don't have sprinklers. Just waiting on those. Yeah, so I think pretty much from here, just kind of show you guys the little areas, your little going in area, your desk, and reading and writing kind of go hand in hand for me. So, and your cute little kind of semi-country kitchen. I believed I named this lot the mixed singles house. Basically, it's got like a modern bedroom, a weird vintage living room, and we'll go in depth with the slideshow. So yeah. Alright, so this house is called the Mixed Single Home. It's a 30 by 20 lot, and it costs 94,997 simoleons. Tons of nines in there. Everything you guys need to know will be in the description bar below. If you have any questions about anything I included in the home, go ahead and leave a comment. I will read those and get back to you as soon as I can. If you thought this video was awesome, go ahead and give it a thumbs up for me. And if you think I'm awesome and want to see more videos that I do, hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I hope everyone has a great day. Lovely out. No, I'm just kidding though. Bye, lovelies.